Hey everyone, and welcome back to the EMT Spot's Blood Pressure Podcast.
I'm Olivia Harper.
I'm Samuel Harrison, and today we're going to do a deep dive on something I think we've all wondered about.
Yeah,
Can exercise really lower blood pressure?
that's right. It's something we get asked all the time.
So,
And the science is really interesting.
okay, so we've all heard exercise is good for us,
Hmm.
but how does it actually help with blood pressure?
Well, when you exercise, your heart rate goes up, you're breathing harder, and your muscles are working.
Yeah.
And all this activity actually makes your heart stronger.
So it's like hitting the gym, but for your heart.
Exactly.
I like that analogy.
Yeah, a stronger heart pumps blood more efficiently, meaning it doesn't have to work as hard
Right.
to circulate blood throughout your body.
Makes sense.
And that means lower blood pressure.
Okay, that makes sense, but what about our blood vessels?
Oh, yeah.
Do they play a role?
They're key players.
Okay.
Imagine your blood vessels like a network of highways transporting blood throughout your body. If those highways are narrow and rigid, it takes more pressure to push the blood through.
Okay.
Exercise helps those blood vessels become more flexible, allowing them to expand and contract more easily.
Gotcha.
This improved blood flow helps regulate blood pressure.
So it's like those highways suddenly have more lanes
Exact.
and smoother traffic flow.
Yeah.
I like that visual.
Now, a study highlighted some really intriguing findings about the effectiveness of exercise,
Okay.
particularly for people with blood pressure readings of at least 1490.
So that's getting into like the high blood pressure territory.
We're right. That's the threshold for what we call stage 1 hypertension
Okay.
or high blood pressure.
So for folks in that category, what did this study find about exercise?
Well, this is where it gets really interesting. Researchers found that for those with stage 1 hypertension, aerobic exercise was the most effective way to reduce blood pressure, and get the reduction from exercise was comparable to or even slightly better than taking a single blood pressure medication.
Wait, are you saying like lacing up those sneakers could be just as good as taking a pill?
That's what the research suggests.
That's amazing.
Of course, this isn't medical advice.
Right.
It's crucial to talk to your doctor before making any changes to your medication.
Right. We don't want people just ditching their meds and hitting the treadmill without consulting their doctor.
Exactly.
Okay. But let's be real. Sometimes it's hard to get motivated to exercise.
Mm-hmm.
We're busy, we're tired. There's always something else to do.
Yeah.
Why is it so important to prioritize it, especially for blood pressure?
You're right. Staying motivated can be tough, but understanding what's at stake can help. High blood pressure is often called the silent killer,
Okay.
because you might feel fine, but inside it could be silently damaging your arteries.
Okay, now I'm really listening. What kind of damage are we talking about?
Over time, high blood pressure puts constant stress on your artery walls. It's like slow, steady wear and tear that can lead to a cascade of problems. Damaged arteries are more prone to atherosclerosis, where plaque builds up inside, narrowing the passageway for blood and increasing the risk of heart attack and stroke.
So high blood pressure isn't just about a number.
Exactly.
It has like real long-term risks.
And it doesn't stop there. High blood pressure can also damage other organs like your kidneys, leading to kidney disease. It can even affect your vision and contribute to vision loss.
Wow. Okay. I think we've established that high blood pressure is something we definitely want to avoid. So what kind of exercise are we talking about? How much do we need to see those blood pressure lowering benefits?
The general recommendation is at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity,
Okay.
or 75 minutes of vigorous intensity aerobic activity per week.
Okay. Break that down for me. What's that look like in real life?
Moderate intensity is like brisk walking or cycling. You can talk, but not sing.
Okay.
Vigorous intensity is more like running or swimming laps. You can only say a few words at a time.
Gotcha. And we can spread that out over the week, right?
Exactly. You can break it into manageable chunks like 30 minutes most days.
Yeah.
Even shorter bursts of activity throughout the day can be beneficial.
I love that even squeezing in a 10-minute walk here and there can add up, but it doesn't have to be all treadmills and gyms, right?
Absolutely. The key is to find activities you enjoy. If you hate running, don't force yourself.
Right.
Explore different options: dancing, hiking, gardening, even playing with your kids or grandkids. And combining aerobic exercise with weight training can be especially effective.
Yes. I love mixing things up with yoga, hiking, and strength training. It
Yeah.
keeps things interesting and challenges my body in different ways.
That's fantastic. You're a great example of making exercise a part of your lifestyle, not just a chore.
But is there anyone who should be extra cautious or talk to their doctor before starting a new exercise routine?
Yeah, that's a really important point. It's always wise to check with your healthcare provider before starting any new exercise program, especially if you have any chronic health conditions like diabetes,
Right.
heart disease, or lung disease.
So it's not about being afraid of exercise. It's about being smart and safe.
Exactly. It's all about finding what works best for you and your individual health needs. And speaking of individual needs, it's also crucial to talk to your doctor if you're on any medications, particularly for blood pressure.
Why is that so important?
Well, as we discussed, exercise can be incredibly effective in lowering blood pressure.
Yeah.
In some cases, increasing your physical activity could potentially reduce the need for medication or even allow you to adjust your dosage.
Wow. That's incredible. But I imagine those decisions should always be made in consultation with a doctor.
Absolutely. Your doctor can monitor your progress, make adjustments as needed, and ensure you're staying safe and healthy throughout your fitness journey.
So to recap, exercise, particularly aerobic and resistance training, can be a powerful tool for lowering blood pressure. It's not just about a number on a scale or a reading on a blood pressure cuff. It's about taking care of your heart, your body, and your future.
I couldn't have said it better myself. This brings up an important question for our listeners. Knowing the impact exercise can have on your blood pressure and overall well-being, what one small step can you take today to incorporate more movement into your life?
That's a fantastic question, something for all of us to ponder. Olivia, thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us today. This has been an eye-opening deep dive into the world of exercise and blood pressure.
It was my pleasure. Always enjoy these conversations.
And to our amazing listeners, thank you for joining us on the EMT Spot's Blood Pressure Podcast. I'm Samuel Harrison,
And I'm Olivia Harper.
reminding you to subscribe, like, comment, and share this episode with anyone who might benefit from this information. Until next time, stay active and stay healthy.